Welcome everyone to the Vitality Equation. Today we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of research exploring the impact of personalized microbiome-based interventions on planetary health, framed as a systems approach to global sustainability. It's a mouthful, I know, but trust me, it's super interesting and incredibly relevant to all of us.
Exactly. And that's why it's so exciting. We're talking about a holistic view of how our bodies, our planet, and our lifestyles are all interconnected. We're looking at how tiny changes in our gut microbiome can have ripple effects across the globe, improving both personal and environmental well-being.
Okay, so let's break down what we're actually going to discuss. We're going to explore the article Single-Cell Immunophenotyping Identifies CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus ICCMK plus ICCMK Immune Population in Cutaneous Lyme Disease. It might seem like a very specific topic, but the insights into how our immune system interacts with disease and how we can potentially influence that through lifestyle is huge.
Right. So single-cell immunophenotyping is basically a fancy way of saying that scientists are looking at individual immune cells to understand their specific functions. In this case, they've identified a particular type of T cell, the CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus T cell, as being really important in fighting Lyme disease, specifically the cutaneous or skin-related manifestation.
And these T cells, just to clarify, are like the soldiers of our immune system, right? They're trained to recognize and eliminate specific threats. So, finding that this specific type is crucial for Lyme disease is a pretty big deal.
Absolutely. It's like discovering a new weapon in our arsenal against this disease. It's fascinating to see how specific immune cells like these CD8 plus ones are so intricately involved in fighting illness. It makes me think about holistic wellness and how daily habits could significantly influence my cellular health, a motivating perspective.
It totally changes the way we think about treatment. Instead of just blindly attacking the bacteria causing Lyme disease, we can potentially find ways to boost the activity of these specific T cells. It opens up avenues for more targeted and effective therapies. Can CBT-derived tools be used to strengthen this immune response through targeted cognitive restructuring, potentially offering a non-pharmacological avenue for boosting the body's natural defenses?
And that's where the personalized part of the microbiome interventions comes in. We can start thinking about how to tailor our lifestyle, our diet, maybe even our exercise routines to support these beneficial immune cells. Integrating activities such as strength training and cardiovascular exercises to promote cellular function, combined with optimized sleep, could be a potentially effective strategy for building better immune responses. Not just to Lyme, but possibly other infections as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's incredible to connect the seemingly abstract practice of meditation to the physical mechanisms of the immune system. This makes the importance of lifestyle changes feel truly tangible. Maybe there are lifestyle choices I can adopt to not only improve my overall well-being, but also proactively support my immune system.
It's almost like we can train our immune system, right? The discovery that CD8 plus GZMK plus EFNG plus T cells are crucial in cutaneous Lyme disease suggests a powerful paradigm shift in how we conceptualize immune response. It's about optimizing our internal environment to make it more resistant to disease. Learning about the specific cognitive processes that could be targeted to enhance the CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus T cell response in Lyme disease gives a sense of the potential for very personalized treatment approaches and a shift from a purely reactive to a more proactive management strategy. I wonder what specific thought patterns or negative biases might need to be addressed.
Exactly. We're moving beyond just treating symptoms to actually strengthening our body's own defenses. This research points towards a strong link between physical and immune health. It suggests that the body's capacity to fight disease may depend on more than just the immune system itself, but also on lifestyle choices, which resonates profoundly with my interest in the positive impacts of exercise and sleep on the body and mind.
Thinking about how the immune system might be strengthened through meditation techniques is fascinating. This gives me a whole new appreciation for the impact of simple daily practices on underlying health processes. Perhaps this is a new avenue for exploring the link between lifestyle choices and preventing or managing chronic diseases.
Okay, but let's be realistic. We're not talking about curing Lyme disease with meditation alone. The finding that CD8 plus GMK plus IFNG plus T cells are key players in cutaneous Lyme disease suggests a potential avenue for cognitive behavioral interventions that could bolster this crucial immune response. This aligns with the idea that altering thought patterns might influence physiological processes, opening up a fascinating research frontier.
Of course not. But as a complementary therapy, it could be incredibly powerful. How might specific exercise regimens or sleep hygiene practices directly impact the activation and proliferation of these CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus T cells?
If CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus T cells are key in fighting Lyme disease, maybe focusing on lifestyle choices that support a strong immune system could be a powerful approach. Could meditation, for example, enhance the activity of these cells? How can I learn more about the correlation between mindfulness and immune response?
See, that's where the cognitive aspect comes in. How can cognitive restructuring techniques be applied to modulate the immune response to pathogens like Borrelia burgdorferi, particularly focusing on the identified CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus T cell population? A deeper understanding of the interplay between mental state and immune function in cutaneous Lyme disease could reveal novel therapeutic avenues beyond current approaches.
And from my perspective, it's about optimizing the body's physical environment. If CD8 plus GZMK plus IFNG plus T cells are a key component of the immune response in Lyme disease, then optimizing physical fitness and sleep quality could potentially bolster this immune function, creating a healthier immune system capable of fighting such infections.
So imagine someone who's just been diagnosed with Lyme disease. Instead of just relying on antibiotics, they could also start a regular meditation practice, work with a CBT therapist to address any negative thought patterns that might be impacting their immune system, and incorporate a tailored exercise and sleep plan.
Exactly. It's about empowering the individual to take control of their health. And it's not just about Lyme disease, is it? These principles could apply to a wide range of conditions where the immune system plays a role.
Absolutely. Think about autoimmune diseases, for example, or even just common colds and flu. The stronger and more balanced our immune system is, the better equipped we are to fight off any kind of infection. This research highlights a critical gap in our understanding of exercise recovery for individuals with specific injury histories. If we can better understand how the body adapts post-injury, we can tailor exercise and sleep strategies for maximal benefit and prevent future complications. The idea of training movements that involve sleep and specific rest time periods is fascinating and intriguing to investigate further.
But let's bring it back to the planetary health aspect. How does this relate to the bigger picture of global sustainability?
Well, it's all connected. The health of our planet directly impacts our own health. Think about environmental toxins, pollution, the quality of our food supply. These things all affect our microbiome and our immune system.
And vice versa. Our lifestyle choices have a huge impact on the planet. The food we eat, the products we buy, the way we travel, it all contributes to our ecological footprint. The more we focus on sustainable and healthy living, the better it is for both ourselves and the planet. The study of altered biomechanics in people with ankle sprain history highlights the importance of individualized exercise plans. A one-size-fits-all approach might not address the specific movement compensations and deficits of people with previous ankle injuries, which means they may need different exercises and potentially different rest periods to optimize their recovery and training. Personalized training plans, incorporating these findings, could lead to more effective and injury-free exercise regimes.
So by focusing on personalized microbiome-based interventions, we're not just improving our own health, we're also contributing to a more sustainable and healthy planet. It's a win-win situation.
It's about creating a virtuous cycle. Healthy people make healthier choices, which in turn leads to a healthier planet, which then supports healthier people. It's a positive feedback loop.
Okay, let's make this really practical. Give me an example of a personalized microbiome-based intervention that could benefit both individual and planetary health.
Well, one example could be focusing on plant-based diets. Eating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains not only provides us with essential nutrients and fiber that support a healthy gut microbiome, but it also reduces our reliance on animal agriculture, which has a significant environmental impact.
Yes, and we can go even deeper. Understanding your specific microbiome profile through testing can allow for a more tailored dietary approach. Some people might benefit from focusing on fermented foods, like kimchi or sauerkraut, to boost certain beneficial bacteria. Others might need to avoid certain foods that trigger inflammation.
And from a planetary perspective, supporting local and organic farms is crucial. It reduces the use of pesticides and herbicides, which can harm both our microbiome and the environment. Plus, it supports local economies and reduces transportation emissions.
This is interesting. I wonder if there are any specific mindfulness exercises or meditation techniques that are particularly helpful for improving body awareness and movement. Could I use this knowledge to create a new, more mindful approach to fitness?
Learning that altered muscle activity in half squats might be rooted in faulty thought processes about movement rather than just physical damage suggests a potential for developing CBT-based interventions to effectively retrain the brain's response to movement challenges. This could lead to significantly improved outcomes in rehabilitation.
Understanding how ankle sprain history affects the timing and coordination of muscle activation during half squats could lead to the development of personalized exercise routines. This means incorporating sleep and recovery strategies into these customized plans to support muscle repair and growth. This would be critical to create an effective approach for people with ankle sprain history that goes beyond simply avoiding aggravating the issue.
Okay, I'm on board, but what about the research aspect? What are some of the key areas that need further investigation in this field?
From a cognitive perspective, we need to better understand the specific neural pathways that connect the brain to the gut and the immune system. How do our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs influence the composition and function of our microbiome? And how can we leverage this knowledge to develop targeted cognitive interventions?
And from a physical standpoint, we need more research on the impact of different types of exercise and sleep patterns on the microbiome and immune function. What are the optimal training protocols for promoting a healthy and balanced gut flora? And how can we use wearable technology to track our sleep and activity levels and personalize our interventions accordingly?
From my side, it's about exploring the potential of mindfulness and meditation practices to modulate the microbiome and immune system. Can we identify specific meditation techniques that promote the growth of beneficial bacteria and enhance immune function? And how can we make these practices more accessible and appealing to a wider audience?
The connection between mental processes and physical performance in ankle sprain recovery is fascinating. It makes me wonder about the broader implications of this finding for other areas of injury recovery and how a cognitive approach can be a fundamental component of long-term well-being.
This reinforces the idea that injuries aren't just about physical damage, but also about how my body is used to moving. Maybe adjusting the way I squat, paying attention to my body's cues, and integrating mindfulness into my routine can help me prevent future issues.
If ankle sprain history alters the way I move during squats, maybe I need to do some meditation and mindfulness exercises on my body awareness during my daily exercises. Focusing on my body's signals during the movement and paying attention to any pain or discomfort will give me better insights on how to modify my squats and avoid re-injury.
The idea that movement impairments in ankle sprain might stem from altered thought processes, rather than just physical damage, presents a compelling opportunity to use CBT to proactively heal and potentially prevent future injuries. This suggests that effective rehabilitation might not just be about restoring physical function, but also retraining the brain to perceive and react to movement differently.
If ankle sprain history alters the movement patterns in half squats, this could significantly impact the effectiveness of strength training programs for lower body. I wonder if there are specific exercises that can be used to retrain the muscles and correct the altered kinematics to prevent future injuries and optimize strength gain while respecting the healed ankle. This goes beyond a simple band-aid on the issue and dives into truly understanding and reteaching movement patterns for long-term health.
So, what are the practical implications of this research for the average person listening?
Well, first and foremost, it's about recognizing the power of your own mind and body. You have the ability to influence your health and well-being in profound ways. Start paying attention to your thoughts, your emotions, your physical sensations. Become more aware of the connection between your mind and your body.
And then start making small, sustainable changes to your lifestyle. Focus on eating a healthy diet, getting regular exercise, prioritizing sleep, and managing stress. These things are all within your control, and they can have a huge impact on your microbiome, your immune system, and your overall health. Knowing that ankle sprain history affects squat form feels like a crucial life hack for my exercise routine. I can now look for ways to adapt my usual squat exercises, so I'm learning a way to prevent injury, rather than just reacting to it. This is so valuable because preventing pain in the future through specific strategies feels like a powerful, mindful solution.
Absolutely. It's about taking a proactive approach to your health and recognizing that you're not just a passive recipient of disease. You have the power to shape your own destiny. It's about creating a healthier, happier, and more sustainable life for yourself and for the planet.
And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Don't get discouraged if you slip up or make mistakes. Just keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to be the best version of yourself. How can a cognitive restructuring approach, specifically targeting maladaptive schemas related to perceived instability and risk, be integrated into physiotherapy programs for individuals with ankle sprain history?
Exactly. It's a journey, not a destination. Just keep taking small steps forward, and you'll be amazed at how far you can go. This reinforces my belief that holistic approaches to wellness, prioritizing both exercise and sleep, are vital in maintaining good health and resistance to illnesses like Lyme disease.
Well said. This research highlights the importance of cellular level immune responses. I wonder if incorporating mindful practices like focusing on breathing and body awareness can help regulate cellular activity, potentially increasing the effectiveness of these specialized immune cells.
If altered kinematics during half squats are a manifestation of underlying cognitive biases regarding movement and balance, then CBT techniques might be effective in recalibrating these thought patterns and promoting improved movement strategies.
That's a great thought. All right, I think that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in to the Vitality Equation. We hope you found this discussion informative and inspiring. Remember, small changes can make a big difference.
Be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more deep dives into the latest research in health and well-being. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends and family. Until next time, stay healthy and stay vital.
Thanks, everyone, and remember to question your thoughts.